Cheated on by the sweetest person I've ever known. I met her when she was 18, I had just turned 21. It was sort of that instant love that just felt insanely right for all of the right reasons. We told each other that we loved each other after only 2 weeks. Soon after we met, I had to move to NYC as I was graduating and beginning my career. Long distance was never an issue for us, we'd see each other at least once a month, and given COVID, we were able to spend a lot of time together. She became my human to take care of, a reminder of why I work long hours, and my answer to the question of what's the point. Let's call she B from now on. B always struggled with depressive episodes, a lot of it centering on issues with friends and past trauma, but some of it from within and couldn't always be explained. B had begun school in 2019, so COVID, coupled with her school's draconian safety rules, essentially took her college experience from her. She always struggled with the concept of missing out, symptom of a generation that watched too many TV shows about young adulthood. She struggled with who she was and believed that, since her friends had such stark dressing styles, e.g. haircuts and tattoos, that she lacked the personal depth of those around her was absolutely not true, but was something she got stuck on. It's now looking likely that she's bipolar. Fast forward about 2 years into our relationship, and him finally moving back to the area that we went to college in for work. I'm beyond elated because I finally get to be near the person that I thought would be my forever. Initially, to save some money, I thought it a good idea to live with my parents. However, the reality of doing that was basically becoming a cave person. I stayed at home all day, didn't shave, lost my career ambition, and got fat. This was around the time the infidelity started, but unfortunately, didn't know for quite some time after. B began expressing some discontent with the state of our relationship around October of 2021. She said she needed space to hang out with her friends more, and that she was too stressed with school to keep her job. Understanding the difficulties of doing her major, I agreed to start paying for her living expenses, and so she didn't have to drive to my parents anymore, get a $3,500 month apartment in the nearby city after Christmas. I told her that after Christmas break, things will get better. I just needed to stop smoking ed, get my ambition back, and move into the city so we could do fun stuff again. After Christmas break, when we got up, I surprised her with a really nice trip to the Caribbean for spring break. I told her that I fully planned to keep all of my promises and get better. I wanted to keep her no matter what. However, I did notice some strange behavior changes in her attitude, and I started to get suspicious that something was happening. The signs are always crazy obvious retrospectively, but never something you want to believe, so you ignore them instead. We always call each other before bed, but around this time, B would just be a ghost on random nights. She'd text me early the next morning, sorry fell asleep studying, or sorry my phone died. She'd go out and not text me that she got home all right, or send the usual silly drunk texts. She'd come over one night after having been out and her lock screen background was no longer a photo of me. The intermittent period between the start of her spring semester and spring break was me trying to turn things back into our old relationship, fun brunches and dinners, trying new experiences, shopping while trying to ignore all of the above and not be suspicious. There was one night though that I had a full-blown panic attack while she was at a concert. I texted her at 8 p.m. didn't hear anything until 10, when she said was on her way, and didn't arrive until 2 a.m. Concert venue was 10 minutes away. She, to this day, swears nothing happened that specific night. She also promised me that night that nothing had ever happened. So we go on this trip together end of March and it is truly one of the best times I've ever had. We reconnect romantically, timely, and align on what we want out of the world. But, on the final night, I discover some pretty disturbing Reddit posts that she's posted, not saying I should have done this, but this prompted me to check her phone. I noticed from emails that she's downloaded Tinder several times since November 2021, February 2022. I frantically wake her up, and start asking what the heck is going on. Sobbing and begging, she promises me that she's never cheated and wants to spend the rest of her life with me. I ask her to swear on her family's life, and she does. Knowing her, I left it there. I didn't think she had the capacity to lie on the lives of her family. The next few months after the trip were pretty much back to normalness. Of course I was hurt that she'd been messaging people on Reddit and was on Tinder, but I really couldn't and still can't see my life without her. So I brushed it off and took her word. She moved in with me in May of this year. Living together was amazing. We had no issues doing it, had a ton of fun, and life was really starting to feel like it was falling into place. We go to her parents' house for the 4th of July, and then the plan was to fly to my sister's wedding the following weekend. On the night of July 4th, we're scrolling through old photos and Therese, this one that pops up. It's S-time. You'll picture that, given the angle, she could never have taken by herself. She initially lies and says it's not her, but I know what her BTT looks like. The timestamp is February 1st. The story she tells is that she'd been taken advantage of by this guy. Given the content of the photo, I found it really hard to believe, but it was also an easy thing for me to swallow and place my anger elsewhere. A few days later, through a lot more lying and me crying, I go through her phone again and discover what I missed during the trip. It wasn't just this one guy one time, but it was several people throughout this 4-month period of infidelity. The cheating began right after Thanksgiving, when I met her entire extended family. She cheated on me with 5 people, one of which she saw several times, and a lot of it was happening during the period that I was so suspicious of. After I had gotten the apartment and was trying with all my strength to save our relationship. Picture this: I paid for the gas she was using to have time with other people. I was planning our vacation while she was being unfaithful. Yet, I hate that she's not in my life now. I feel like I could just let it all go if she came back. But she doesn't want to anymore. She says she can't look at me because of what she did to me. I'm not sure if anyone made it this far, but I guess my question centers on this: why do I still want to be with her? Why does every date and every person I meet now just seem boring and uninteresting? Why do I still miss her so much? Why do I have such little self-worth? I'm 24, I work pretty much all day every day, and am terrified and destined to the life of my fellow investment professionals, ending up with a 20-something in your mid-30s that only values you for the lifestyle you can provide. I just want to feel that type of love again. Edit: I was dirt broke when we first met. I only started buying stuff for her when I had the money to do so. Redditors reactions update after. Redditor 1: the reason you still want to be with her is that you may have self-esteem issues to work through. At the beginning of your story, you say that she was your person to take care of, and that she has depression. You may be connected by her desire to have someone she can emotionally, financially depend on, and your need to feel needed. It sounds like a relationship where you are willing to give more than you get back. A relationship needs to be a partnership where you both work toward the same dream and support each other. Your relationship sounds very one-sided. Op answer: yeah, that's definitely a huge portion of it. My self-worth has always been dependent on what people rely on me for, whether it be my mother, friends. A big portion of me feeling comfortable is knowing that I'm taking care of things. Redditor 2: so she denied it until she couldn't deny it anymore. What then? Did she offer any explanation beyond "I'm a skank"? Op answer, not really, honestly, on another excuse. She's already seeing another person from what I've gathered. I think she thinks she's the main character and everyone around her lives to serve her. Redditor 3, you loved her and she became your center of your world. You can blame anything and anyone you want. I saw you deflecting to her friends. But the truth is, she did this consciously and she participated thoroughly. She loved what she was doing and she loved hurting you, although she'll say she didn't. She got off on everything. You buying her a place. You paying for her experiences. You supporting her cheating financially. You being intimate with her knowing other men used her. Get that through your head. I'm sorry, but you need to know this. Now, the reason everyone else seems boring is because of how much this woman meant to you. Her validation means everything to you, and you feel you can't receive her approval by being with others. But that's a lie. You can still get her validation and your happy ending if you're brave enough. BTW, let me add, you did everything properly. Your effort was not wasted. You are a good person, and she might brag about how she got a man to pay for so much and take care of her while she had fun, but in 5 years when her reputation is known, and no one wants to give her the attention you did, she'll cry. She'll finally have it sink in that she lost the person who gave her all she wanted. She'll officially know, she lost you. And with that you'll get all the validation and proof that you were the best for her. But you need to stand up, chin held high, and know you're a badass for putting so much effort into someone that didn't deserve it. And that you're better for it because you can offer that again. She can't offer being the shy 18-year-old anymore, she's just a cheating manipulator now. I need you to treat so many women the way you treated your ex. I need you to have rumors of how great you are, and I need you to believe the rumors yourself. Good luck, Op answer, one of her most visited subreddit was cheating PIN, so yes, I think she did fantasize about all of the above. Which definitely really hurts that hurting me was something that turned her on. I really hope that someone will appreciate my dedication to those I care about one day. Wanted to update you all given how kind you all were. So, took all of your advice, blocked her on every social media, and phone made going out on dates with new people a big priority. Not going to lie, dates were tough at first, I'd say up until about the 5th person that I went out with. Having time was tough. Found the dates to be boring. Then, it finally clicked for me when I realized how one-sided our relationship was. How much better I was than her and how little she provided in that relationship. Y'all really helped with that. I've quadrupled my body count, binged her manager that I met through Hinge. I got her an internship at a company, told her co-worker what a piece of poop she was. Y'all may think this is petty, but taking back some of what I gave her felt like a huge W. I also think, in a way, there's a reason we matched. After about the 10th date with new people, I've met someone super cool. She's the same age as me, an Ivy Leaguer and a consultant at a really great firm. She has her own hobbies which don't include taunting strangers and posting nudes of herself on the internet. She's also been cheated on before, and I think she gets why it's so awful. Although it's still new, we've only been on 4 dates, I'm starting to forget about my ex. I think a big thing I'm looking for is someone that won't depend on me. I want to say thank you for all of the responses telling me I was crazy for wanting anything with her again. I read the responses several times over. It really helped convince me to get back out there. And to anyone going through something similar, get on Hinge, work out and force yourself to go out and meet new people. I realize that I'm on a break from work. This wouldn't have been easy to accomplish if I was full-time working right now. But just getting the confirmation that you still got it was a great push to keep going. Story 2. Girlfriend ditched me in an apartment. Figured out later it was cheating. So my ex-girlfriend suddenly broke up with me after I moved out to her home city so we could be closer to her family before things got to a proposal stage. I gave up a lot of opportunities to go there and she was the one pressing for the move. We were only together in the apartment she picked for 3 months before she broke up with me. We were both in medical school at the time and had been dating for 2.5 years. She was the one who really wanted to move in together. I was perfectly happy to continue dating and either do long distance during rotations or move into 2 separate apartments in her home city, one of the options for rotations, but she thought living together would be best, so I went for it. I even ended up rotating with her dad at the hospital he is and attending on a surgical service there after we broke up, and that was absolutely horrible. After she left, I told her I would pay for the apartment all on my own cause. I didn't want her to be tied down financially, causing more hurt, and I figured it would be better if I was as nice as possible because I still loved her and wanted her back, wanted to be as stand-up a guy as I could be. Well, we never got back together, and fast forward 2 years. I am now dating a fantastic woman who treats me like a king. I am an internal medicine resident, and it's amazing how many doors that opens in the dating realm. I am so grateful to be with my current girlfriend, and she is absolutely amazing. However, I was catching up with a friend from medical school who ended up at the same residency program as my ex. We were just shooting the poop when he let me know that she has been dating a guy for 3 years. I was very confused given we broke up 2 years ago. Well, it turns out she had been cheating on me with this guy for a full year of our relationship. Part of the move to her hometown was so that she could be closer to this guy high school friend. I was absolutely shocked. Why? Why wouldn't she just break up with me as soon as she started getting feelings for this other guy? Why convince me to move to your hometown when you're seeing someone else on the side? Absolutely insane. I don't know what she was thinking, and it reframes how I look at everyone. I haven't told my current GF about this because I feel like it would just make her uncomfortable and possibly think I still have feelings for my ex just because I am thinking about her, but they aren't feelings of attraction, it's just more of a wow factor. I can't believe she could do that. I genuinely didn't realize my whole relationship was a lie, and I'm just shocked, but I don't know who to talk to about it other than my guy friends. Anyways, Therese, nothing to be done, but I'm stunned by it all. I can't imagine doing that to another person, and it blows my mind that she's now out there treating patients with that same false sincerity. Is everyone living a lie? This is such a surreal feeling. Redditor's reactions. Story 3 after. Redditor 1, well, you could send her so proof she cheated on him for a year. He might deserve to know. Redditor follow-up, this. Do it with your current GF. Let her know that he so deserves to know. That you're being a stand-up guy. She will also understand what to expect if she cheats on you. That you won't take that crap. Redditor 2, sounds a covert act known as monkey branching. She obviously wasn't totally solid in her relationship with the new guy until after she moved to the new town with you. After her relationship was more concrete with him, she monkey branched to him, leaving you as plan B. Topical covert cheater stuff. Redditor follow-up, well, I've learnt a new phrase today, and that phrase is monkey branching. Redditor 3, Lamau. Tell her new BF that she was cheating on him with you for a year. Story 3, wife cheated on me in rehab. My wife has been drinking heavy for last 5 years and hid it from me and used kids to do so also. I found out late last year and got her into rehab in November. She got a guy's number in there and started cheating on me instantly. I found out through phone records. When I confronted her, she still denied it and later came clean. I told her let's get counseling and stop talking to him. She refused, so she moved out 3 days later and left me with kids 14-17 at the time. I tried hard to work it out with her. We were together 23 years, since we were 16-17. She refuses to talk to me or explain anything, and I'm always the bad guy no matter what. It makes no sense to me. I loved her and we never fought unless it was about drinking. Now we have no contact and divorce is final in less than 2 months. I'm so lost and heartbroken. What to do? I'm lost. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1. There is no salvaging something someone doesn't want to work on. I suggest you start focusing on you and your kids. They need you now more than ever. Answer. You should see the guy she left me for too. I mean, I'm no Brad Pitt, but dang, she's a pretty woman. This guy looks like he crawled out the dumpster. Lol. When I saw him, I asked her if she was okay. Redditor 2. Focus on yourself. Go to the gym, I see, spend time with the kids, look up some good friends. Go no contact with her. It's just a matter of time until she breaks out of her fog, discovers her new relationship is garbage, and or hits rock bottom by turning to the bottle. She will come crawling back, and by that time, you will be in a better place, and more importantly, hold the key to do what you want to do. Redditor 3. Divorce her, and get full custody of the children. Tell them both their mother abandoned them, because she has a disease called alcoholism. Just go live a better life, go fill no contact, and let your attorney do the discussing with her. Try and gain access to all of your money, say she is a threat to herself and will spend all of the money and your kids will have nothing. Try to get all assets also.